In a world consumed by results, numbers, and speed, few pause to reflect on the profound truths revealed by one of humanity's greatest minds. Albert Einstein, born in 1879 in Ulm, Germany, was not just a physicist who transformed our understanding of the universe. He was a philosopher, a visionary, a seeker of truth who dared to ask questions that others considered impossible. His curiosity was insatiable, his imagination boundless, and his understanding of reality far deeper than most could comprehend. From an early age, Einstein displayed a unique way of seeing the world. While many children accepted what they were taught, Einstein questioned everything. He wondered about the nature of light, the passage of time, and the forces that shape the cosmos. As a child, he carried a compass in his pocket, fascinated by the invisible forces that guided the needle. Even at that age, he sensed that there were unseen structures underlying the world, patterns that could not be observed directly but could be understood through thought, imagination, and inquiry. Einstein's journey was not easy. He struggled in formal schooling, clashed with rigid authorities, and faced obstacles that might have discouraged a lesser mind. Yet these challenges only strengthened his resolve. He learned that curiosity cannot be contained by conventional rules, that imagination is more valuable than rote learning, and that understanding comes not from memorizing facts but from exploring the unseen connections between them. One of Einstein's most profound statements is, "Knowledge is limited, but imagination encircles the world." Knowledge, he recognized, is the accumulation of facts, formulas, and observations from the past. It is essential, yes, but it is only a snapshot, a temporary map of what humanity has discovered. Imagination, however, transcends the present. It envisions possibilities, conceives realities that do not yet exist, and dares to ask what if. Before anyone else can conceive of the answer, imagination is the wellspring of creativity, the engine of discovery, and the gateway to understanding. Consider the theory of relativity. Before it became mathematics, before it became physics, it existed as imagination, a thought experiment in which Einstein envisioned riding alongside a beam of light, contemplating how time would bend, how space would stretch, and how reality itself would transform. Imagination allowed him to see what no one else could, to explore dimensions that had never been considered, and to articulate truths that reshaped our understanding of the universe. Education, as Einstein often observed, can sometimes stifle imagination. In many systems, children are taught to memorize, to conform, and to seek right answers. Creativity is undervalued, curiosity is constrained, and the mind becomes a vessel for repetition rather than exploration. Einstein's life reminds us that true understanding arises not from accumulation but from daring to imagine, to question, and to explore. He also said, "Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one." At first glance, this may seem cryptic, even paradoxical. Yet it is a profound insight into the nature of existence. Time, space, matter, and energy are not fixed absolutes. They are relative, dependent on the observer. What we perceive as reality is filtered through consciousness, shaped by perception, and interpreted by the mind. Two people may witness the same event and experience it differently. Both are correct within their own frame of reference. This principle has implications far beyond physics. It applies to how we see our lives, our relationships, and the world around us. The challenges we face, the joys we experience, the events we interpret as good or bad are all filtered through perception. By shifting our perspective, we can transform our experience. By understanding that reality is a dance between consciousness and matter, we become active participants in the unfolding of the universe. Einstein also taught that energy is eternal. Everything is energy, in constant motion, never lost, only transformed. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions are energy in motion. Love, fear, curiosity, anger, creativity, they are all waves of energy that move through us and into the world. Every action, every word, every intention leaves an imprint on reality. To live consciously is to recognize this, to choose energy that aligns with harmony, compassion, and creation rather than fear, anger, or destruction. One of his most famous statements is, "God does not play dice with the universe," often misunderstood. This phrase is not a rejection of chance but a recognition of order and intelligence underlying all things. The apparent randomness of events is part of a larger harmonious design. Chaos is never truly without structure. Every moment, every interaction, every encounter is part of a cosmic symphony, a melody composed across time, space, and consciousness. Einstein's life illustrates this harmony. From his earliest experiments with light to his groundbreaking theories on relativity, he demonstrated that the universe is governed by laws that are elegant, precise, and interconnected. But these laws are not merely mechanical. They are infused with beauty, logic, and intelligence. The universe is a living, dynamic system, and we are participants within it, capable of perceiving, influencing, and harmonizing with its rhythms. To truly understand Einstein's teachings, we must also reflect on the sense of mystery. He once wrote, "The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. He to whom this emotion is a stranger, who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead." Mystery opens the door to humility, creativity, and reverence. It reminds us that no matter how much we know, there are dimensions of existence that remain beyond comprehension. Living with mystery is not passivity. It is awareness, curiosity, and active engagement with the unknown. Every star, every particle, every law of physics invites us to marvel, to reflect, and to explore. The cosmos speaks to those who listen with wonder, and Einstein teaches us that wisdom begins with the courage to wonder. Question and imagine. Einstein's teachings bridge science, philosophy, and spirituality. They remind us that imagination shapes reality, that perception defines experience, that energy is eternal, that order underlies apparent chaos, and that mystery is the gateway to insight. To embody his wisdom is to live consciously, to act intentionally, and to perceive deeply. As we reflect on these insights, we recognize that we too are participants in this cosmic dance. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions resonate through the fabric of existence. We are microcosms of the universe, expressions of its intelligence, creativity, and mystery. A mind that opens to new ideas never returns to its original size. To think deeply, to wonder endlessly, to imagine without boundaries is to participate in the creation of reality itself. Life is not merely a series of events. It is a symphony of energy, consciousness, and imagination. Einstein's life shows us that knowledge alone is insufficient. Imagination, perception, awareness, and reverence are equally essential. Open your mind, embrace the unknown, and let Einstein's teachings guide you not only to understand the universe but to awaken within it.